To the 2025 EcoBank Joint Use Habitat Fair at the Accra International Conference Center. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. The Midday News is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM here in Accra. We are on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, and affiliates in all 16 regions of Ghana, including Victory FM Aplao, Radio Justice Tamale, and Dreams FM Bogatanga, live on X Spaces and Facebook. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up. Enough is enough. Traders at Kantamanto express rage as they say the continuous fires on the market is greatly affecting their trade and livelihoods as a new inferno destroys shops and goods.
We struggle to get space to trade, and when we finally do, fire rages down all our wares. We are pleading with the mayor to take action.
All my items have melted.
More as the Accra Mayor hints of arresting persons were built on fire hydrants, affecting efforts by firefighters to douse the flames.
I just find out today, and I'm demolishing whatever, and I'm going to make sure I charge the person to court and prosecute the person. You can't do this.
We'll be live on the ground where the Ghana National Fire Service has begun investigations into the fire outbreak. Also in this bulletin, School of Headmasters shot dead in Garu yesterday during renewed clashes closed down, with police yet to make any arrests after deadly shooting. We have details that the police say they are conducting forensic investigations on the ground. Also coming up, EU ambassador to Ghana warns that Galamsey poses a serious threat to the country's food exports to European markets.
Ghanaian or European consumers to eat sweet potatoes with mercury residues in them. I wouldn't want any consumer to have polluted goods, farm products. So yes, it will impact your exports.
We have more as he pledges the EU's support in tackling the menace, but insists the issue is a political one that must be addressed. We also have sports.
Ghana's Black Queens ramp up preparations ahead of the WAFCON qualifier against Egypt.
Also in this bulletin, Communications Minister Sam George and 9 other MPs set to reintroduce controversial anti-LGBTQ bill in Parliament as the House resumes after nearly 3 months on break. Also, Old Toms of St. Thomas Aquinas dispatches opponents as they mount a strong start to reclaim their lost NSMQ glory.
We are the heart and we are the champion, the winners. Today is our day. In our anthem, today we will sing a victory song of praise.
And introducing something different at the EcoBank Joint Use Habitat Fair, electric vehicles. You get to see that and own one in the next 2 days.
That's the beauty of our cars. You don't see any engine. There's no servicing to be done. You don't have to change oil. You don't have to change filters. None of that. So maintenance cost is really. It's the beauty of driving EVGH.
These and more with me, Ofori. This is Joint News, independent, fearless and credible. Traders at the Kantamanto market here in the capital Accra say they are fed up with consistent market fires destroying their business. The market has witnessed several fire outbreaks over the years. The latest has destroyed some shops and piles of second-hand clothing worth thousands of cedis. Reports indicate firefighters battled the inferno for more than 7 hours to bring it under control as a raging fire swept through parts of the market. The traders who were affected say enough is enough and want stringent measures to be implemented to avoid the fires.
We struggle to get space to trade, and when we finally do, fire rages down all our wares. We are pleading with the mayor to take action and help resolve these issues. We pay so many bills, some pay as much as 50 million, 70 or even 80 million. To make matters worse, the planes keep catching fire. We are pleading with the mayor to take action and help resolve these issues.
All my items near the wall have melted. To prevent any further damages, we have carefully
moved the remaining items to a safer storage area. Something must be done about them.
Whenever we buy new goods, the fire keeps burning again and again. We are pleading with the mayor to do something about it. The fire outbreaks are becoming too frequent.
You hear that some traders at the Kantamanto market. Well, as earlier stated, this market has witnessed so many fires. But what are the numbers? Joining me in the studio is Kweku Asante, who has been working with the Joy Research Team. Kweku, first of all, bring us up to speed. What's the general picture when it comes to fire outbreaks this year?
So, Pearl, the figures from the Ghana National Fire Service show that we've had a marginal rise in fire incidents this year compared to last year. In fact, between January and June 2025, Ghana recorded 3,595 incidents. That's 19 cases above what we recorded in 2024. It has so far claimed 16 lives and about 110 people have been injured. Greater Accra remains the most affected with about 628 cases. The fire service attributes most of these incidents to electrical faults, careless use of gas and candles, and congestion in markets and residential areas.
So Kantamanto has once again been hit. What do we know about this particular market this year when it comes to fire outbreaks?
So, Pearl, there have been two major fire outbreaks in Kantamanto this year. The first in January, in fact, 1st January and 2nd of 2025. It was one of the worst in recent times. It destroyed what we have been told about 7,000 shops and displaced tens of thousands of traders, or hundreds of them who ply their trade over there. The fire service blamed blocked access routes and unavailable hydrants for the rapid spread of the flames. Then just today, another inferno broke out at Tazani Lane within Kantamanto, and we understand the fire service battled the blaze for more than 7 hours before, just like we've been reporting, before finally bringing it under control. And thankfully, as we know now, no lives have been lost, but once again, property worth thousands of cedis have all been destroyed.
Quickly, let's hear from the Ghana National Fire Service, because it says that its team, which were first dispatched to the scene, did not have access to the water hydrants because the traders had built on them. Chief Fire Officer Daniela Mausi Into Sapon, who spoke to Joy News, says the situation is worrying.
We realize that hydrants are a bit difficult to come by now. So when there's a fire outbreak, because of the constant flow of water we need to put out the fires, we dispatch more fires so at any time there's a fire discharging water. But unfortunately, we had to travel from here to Adabraka. But you realize two shops away from where the fire occurred was a hydrant, and then they had built a container on it. That is where a hydrant is supposed to be, and they built on it, and the person is selling the water. It's very, very worrying, and I'm happy the mayor himself is here, and he has taken drastic action. They demolished it, and I think we'd have to take the person on. We shouldn't leave the person like that. And action should be taken to deter people from doing that. Because we could have used 2 fire engines plus water tankers. But the Assembly, thankfully, has supported us with water tankers, and we are on it.
So the Mayor of Accra, Michael Pakpo Alote, has been speaking on the back of the fire incident. Have a listen.
Assuming offense, I never knew there was a water hydrant here. I just find out today, and I'm demolishing whatever, and I'm going to make sure I charge the person to court and prosecute the person. You can't do this. AMA cannot see everything. Report to us. Tell us what is I do. This is a problem that is happening here. We will attend to you, but you know wait till something happens and he said, "Oh, I saw the man doing the thing." It's the same thing with the people selling on the roadside. I told them to move to the back and sell. They said no. But the decongestion that I did, I promised people, I'm going to do it again.
You hear that the Mayor of Accra, Michael Pakpo Alote, will bring you updates on this fire incident and a subsequent bulletin. Let's move away from that. And authorities in Garu, in the Upper East region, have closed down the school of a headmaster who was shot dead in Monday's deadly attack at the National Health Insurance Authority's office. District Chief Executive John Abari says the decision follows trauma suffered by students and staff after the incident, which left 4 people dead and 5 others injured. He adds that no arrest has been made yet, although the victims receiving treatment at the hospital are said to be responding well.
In terms of arrest, there is no arrest yet. I'm just about to also convene a DASEG meeting so that I'll get a briefing from the security agencies. But those who were wounded and they're in the hospital, I went and visited them this morning. They are doing well. I went and met the military leader who came here on the patrols. After seeing the victims in the hospital, for them, they have not had any information apart from the patrol duty they came to do. We are just about sitting the meeting. So if there's any information update, so it's from the meeting that they will give. The education director called me, and that particular school is a JSS and primary school. So that particular school, because of the situation and the trauma that they are undergoing, so he asked that maybe they shouldn't come to school today, so that they will at least they'll be resettled. But the situation is calm now. Other schools, I think they are in school, and then we are only after the meeting. I think we'll take a decision after the meeting. I also brief the education sector as to the next step they should take.
Meanwhile, the Upper East Regional Police Command has confirmed that a forensic investigation is underway in a statement released. My colleague Noella Karin Yale joins me in the studio with more from that statement. Tell us more, Noella.
Right, Pearl. So, according to the statement signed by Chief Inspector Abdul Rahman Samaila, the police have launched full-scale investigations into the shooting that left 4 people dead and 5 others injured on Monday. And they say preliminary findings suggest that 4 unidentified gunmen on 2 motorbikes carried out the attack, firing indiscriminately at the NHIS office area, and they retrieved several spent cartridges for forensic examination, and are also working to track down the perpetrators. And last but certainly not least, the bodies of the deceased have also been released to their families for burial.
Well, let's bring you more on the story because security analyst and executive secretary of the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, Dr. Adam Bona, has hinted that the Interior Ministry is preparing to announce a gun amnesty in the coming days. According to him, the move, once rolled out, will mark a significant step in curbing the growing proliferation of small arms among the civilian population.
I would say that the trend is worrying. We have seen a surge in gun violence in the country. From the Small Arms and Light Weapons Commission point of view and the other relevant security agencies, I would say that a lot is being done to curb, this incident, to ensure that we nip it in the bud, we reduce this incident, and if possible, eradicate them. There's been several arrests recently. You've seen the police swooping in and arresting, bandits, criminals who had gone out there robbing rural banks, specialized in robbing rural banks. You've seen the police gunning down some armed robbers or, robbers who were terrorizing people using firearms. But I must say that in the coming days, few days from now, call it a week or so or more, there's going to be a declaration that has been well thought of, a declaration that has been well planned by the government of Ghana by way of an amnesty, probably the type of amnesty we have really not seen in this country. It's going to be an elaborate amnesty. The declaration is going to be done by the Honorable Interior Minister. All is set. We are going through, the process and making sure every box.
Now let's talk about illegal mining now. And the European ambassador to Ghana, Rune Skinnebag, has warned that the menace could have dire consequences on Ghana's agricultural exports to Europe. He says the level of pollution of farmlands and water bodies from mining activities poses a real threat to the country's food safety standards, a key requirement for exports to European markets. Now, speaking on the Super Morning Show on Joy FM, Ambassador Skinnebag noted that while the European Union remains committed to supporting Ghana in the fight against the menace, tackling it will ultimately require strong political will and decisive leadership at home. He described Galamsey as not just an environmental challenge, but a deeply political issue that must be addressed urgently to safeguard livelihoods and the economy.
When it comes to Galamsey, I think there's something that everybody recognizes is a problem. The issue is, however, how to solve it. Ultimately, this is a political decision. What I can say is that we, EU, us and member states, we stand ready to help Ghana addressing this issue because we recognize its seriousness, both security-wise, environmentally speaking, but also in the end for reputational issues and for the wealth and prosperity of the country.
Yeah. We're taking a look at some of the scientific reports. You look at some of our farm produce now. Galamsey is wreaking havoc in that space as well. That's why some of the exporters are worried.
I would hope so. Like Ghanaian or European consumers to eat sweet potatoes with mercury residues in them. I wouldn't want any consumer to have polluted goods, farm products. So yes, it will impact your exports. And yes, that's why we need to address it.
Now, after nearly 3 months on recess, Parliament is set to resume with a number of high-profile businesses on the agenda. The 2026 budget is expected to be presented next month, with the economy currently rebounding and government looking to sustain the gains. Well, Parliament was originally scheduled to resume last week, but was rescheduled due to circumstances the Speaker said was beyond his control. I will be joined shortly by our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Kwekwa, to be bringing us details on this. But before that, though, this is the Midday News. We'll be back with more stories.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank account too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
October welcomes you to the EcoBank Joint News Habitat Fair 2025 at the Accra International Conference Center from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. It's time to turn your home ownership dreams into a lived reality. Whether you're breaking ground, building up, or simply finishing your space, EcoBank Joint News Habitat Fair is designed with you in mind. The EcoBank Joint News Habitat Fair is powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and brought to you by Drive EVGH, Drive into a Sustainable Future, and supported by Virtual Security Africa, security for all, safety and home solutions. You think of a door? We have it. Superlock Technologies Limited. You deserve the best. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, where quality meets value. Gold Key Properties, transforming the landscape. Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. Apabako, services Bebre. Special Gardens, memorable living. DBS Industries Limited. We truly are your roof experts. Doormasters, the best indoors. Lash Fortune Limited, unleashing luxury with perfection, one space at a time. LandlordAfrica.com, bringing the real estate industry to your doorstep. The Builders Market. Bathroom, get it right. Right House Energy Limited. Let's build smarter energy together. Masters in solar installation. Syntex Tank. Air strong, air tough. Automation Ghana. West Africa's choice for smart solution. Interplast. We make sure water reaches you. Even space. U-bent security. Doors, protecting lives and properties. Clifton Homes. Beautiful homes, wise investment. Western Villas, where dreams meet reality. MTN, everywhere you go. EcoBank Joint News Habitat Fair 2025. Dream it, own it, live it.
You're welcome back. Thanks for staying with us on the Midday News. And Mubarak is here with sports.
Thank you very much, Pearl. Now, Ghana's senior women's national team, the Black Queens, have opened camp with 24 players ahead of the 2026 Women's AFCON qualifier against Egypt. The team includes key players like Captain Portia Boache, Evelyn Bedu and Chantal Boy Hloka. Egypt will host the first leg of the tie on Thursday at 4 p.m. And before I go, the Champions League returns tonight with 9 matches to look forward to. But the top liner is at the Emirates Stadium in England, where Arsenal lock horns with Atletico Madrid. And we've got live commentary for you at 7 p.m.
Thank you very much, Mubarak, for the latest in the world of sport. And this afternoon, private legal practitioner Thadio Sori is accusing the Ghana Bar Association of partisanship and is backing calls by the Attorney General for urgent reforms in the association's operations. He says the bar has lost its neutrality and moral authority, a development he says threatens the credibility of Ghana's justice system. Thadio Sori, who has been vocal about development within the legal fraternity, insists restoring confidence in the bar requires sweeping institutional reforms and stronger accountability structures. His comments come as the Attorney General renews calls for internal restructuring within the association to make it more transparent and representative of the wider legal community.
Why are you now sitting here? You can't point at one breach. All you do is to say there's a breach. The process and due process. And that's all they say. Say, according to the rule, you should pass through these processes. A, B, C, D. A was missed, C was not applied, D didn't even exist. You can't point at one, and all you are doing is doing cases in the media where you shouldn't be doing your case. That's all I was telling them, that look, clearly you have no case. You even you've taken other people to court before, I mean, on similar instances. Why are you doing this one in the media? And as a member of the bar, I owe it a duty to that bar and myself to tell them that with all due respect, I didn't expect that to come from the bar. A layman from that I come from the same village with, I said that sometimes when the bar speaks, even laymen don't understand what they are saying because they can read it in black and white.
The outspoken lawyer is making fresh claims, this time against the former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. He alleges that the former Chief Justice attempted to influence proceedings and suppress testimony during the committee hearings that led to her removal from office. Acts, he says, undermine the integrity of Ghana's judicial system. Sori is now calling for a deeper probe into the circumstances surrounding the Chief Justice's removal and a broader inquiry into the conduct of Ghana's judicial oversight mechanisms.
Because I thought if a serving Chief Justice should descend that low. She's not just a Chief Justice. She's a lawyer of so many years' experience. She served on the bench for over 20 years. She should not be the one setting that bad example. And I had to do that to correct that point. Secondly, she put out there deliberate falsehoods that the public needed to know about. And as a professional, there are 2 things I owe the public. I mean, I have a duty to the public as a lawyer. There are 4-fold duties of a lawyer. One of them includes serving the public. If I realize that a lawyer, serving Chief Justice at the time, and a judge of so many years' experience, has gone out to mislead the public, I owe it as a duty to the public to let them know exactly what the truth is. And so 30 minutes right afterwards, on my Facebook wall, I corrected every falsehood that she put out there to the public.
You had the private legal practitioner Thadio story. Now let's go back to our earlier story. And after nearly 3 months on recess, Parliament is set to resume with a number of high-profile businesses on the agenda. Joining me now is our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Kweku Asante. Now, Kweku, let's start from the 2026 budget. Do we know the exact date it will be presented?
We know the Finance Minister, Dr. Kassel Atufosen, told advancements on PM Express at the time he presented a media budget review that he expected to do so at the end of October. Yes. That looks unlikely now. And the indication we are getting is that may be around mid-November. We've seen copies of the business statement for this week. It is yet to be read. There is no indication as in terms of the budget, but my indication from sources from the majority leadership indicate that may be mid-November.
We also know about other key issues that will be on the agenda of the House. Tell us more.
So we know that Sam George and Reverend John Ntimfojo, as well as 8 other colleagues of theirs, are bringing back the anti-LGBTQ bill. It was passed by Parliament in the last Parliament. President Akufo-Addo at the time did not sign it into law because of certain legal issues. It is coming back. In fact, it is listed on the order paper today, and so that is coming back. And then for the first time, we are expecting to have all 276 MPs because 2 MPs will be sworn in today. Okay. Member of Parliament for Tamale Central. Following the death of Honorable Murtala Mohammed, a new member has been elected. Also for Akwetia, lawyer Bernard Bedu, he will also be sworn in, and so we are going to get that. A couple of issues are going to come up, but both sides are gearing up for a very heated session of Parliament.
Kweku Asante, Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, thank you. Now, it is often seen as a male-dominated field, but 36-year-old Rukaya Mohammed Lamte is defying the odds, driving a trotro through the busy streets of Accra. Not even her 4-month-old baby has stopped her from pursuing her passion. For Rukaya, driving is not just a source of income, but it's something she genuinely enjoys. Despite the challenges that come with the job, including insults and ridicule from people who believe it's not a woman's place, Rukaya remains determined to stay behind the wheel. Fatau Bayaga reports.
In the capital, Accra, almost every trotro driver you see is a man, from the city center to the outskirts. But the story is not changing.
It's my passion. I feel like doing it. That's the reason why I involve myself in it, for me to do so. When I started it, I feel it, and I have confidence for that. So that's the main reason why I said I'll try it. When I tried, so it go well for me. So
the trotro business is largely perceived to be a male-dominated, but Rukaya wants to change the narrative.
Despite the many challenges, Rukaya Mohammed Lamte has mastered the confidence and courage to do what her heart yearns for.
It's not, for me, it's normal because I love it. And I have that confidence. I see that, I can do it more. So I'm proud of myself doing it, and I love it. Though some of them...
Now, St. Thomas Aquinas is on a fierce mission to reclaim their long-lost glory after handing a masterful defeat to the opponents to qualify to the 1/8 stage of the NSMQ. The 2013 champions have dispatched Sacred Heart SHS and debutant English Amman from SHS that are going head-to-head with them in their first contest of this year's competition. You know the rule. There cannot be a contest without some braggings. Before we go on the phone lines and engage my colleague Collins Frimpong, here are excerpts of some of the students before the contest.
Sacred Heart, on this stage, we are the heart of NSMQ. We are the heart, we are the champion, the winners. Today is our day. In our anthem, today we will sing a victory song of praise.
Are you not bragging too much?
No, I'm not bragging because I know what we can.
To be honest, going up against St. Thomas Aquinas it's a dream come true. But we're expecting to defeat them today, this morning. We're going to defeat them, we're going to win. We're not here to just qualify, we're here to defeat them, we're here to destroy them in this quiz.
Let's go live to the CNC auditorium for an update. My colleague Collins Frimpong joins us now via telephone. Aquinas, we know, has won the contest, but how did things unfold, Collins?
So it was a good start from Aquinas guys, securing 62 points after the contest. They also secured the gold medal bonanza after getting all 4 questions right. But one thing was obvious with their performance. The problem of the day was a problem indeed for them. They scored 0 in that particular contest. But with the debutants, English Amman from, they secured 21 points, which wasn't bad for debutants. And also Sacred Heart secured 40 points.
And Collins, what other contests are happening today?
Currently, Girls SHS is competing alongside Doma SHS as well as St. Mary's Seminary from Ochi region, which is currently live on Joy Prime. And later in the day, we are going to have Our Lady of Grace SHS from SHS and our very own Kwekwa Benku SHS compete.
And Keku is here smiling at the mention of his name. Now, at this year's EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair, there is something exciting for all car lovers and eco-conscious drivers. That's electric vehicles. Here is the deal. EcoBank has partnered with dealers in electric cars to make owning one much easier by offering customers loans to purchase electric vehicles. And the best part? Listen.
This car will average at around $55,000. So we have a deal with your EcoBank where customers can actually buy the car on hire purchase. So the bank will loan you money, they'll buy the car for you, and then you pay them monthly over a period of 5 years. And it's a very good deal at 15%. We have other financial institutions we work with, not just the EcoBank anyway. We believe in sustainability, what we can do for the environment, and also the savings that the electric cars can offer to the clients.
And remember that the EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair is happening at the Accra International Conference Center from the 23rd to the 26th of October. It's just 2 days away. And that's how we end the Midday News. I am Ofori. Good